Not a thing, he said, going ahead, not clearing my doubts again. It wasn't necessary. I had heard well how he said he could prove something. I had simply thought it was clear he could read my mind. I tried not to think. Didn't want him to know dissatisfied I was. But as I was angry, I didn't feel like talking, and I didn't do more but have constantly on my mind the invaded I felt. Damian looked the compass to get the river. The beyond the limit was exactly the same as the other side. I almost felt sorry for the walk and started to think he was a psychopath con artist that would chop me up far away from home so nobody could find me. I imagine you are tired, but we should arrive as soon as possible, he said, smiling. I know, I answered. Alive, he added. Yes, definitely. He solved the last doubt he had raised, and the feeling of invasion became a feeling of nakedness, and the nakedness brought the silence. I stopped talking and thinking. In certain extent it was reassuring not to end in pieces under some tree root swept away by the current and focused on walking, walking and walking. The river showed the rhythm, faster and faster, wider and wider, near and near. The night didn't stop us, neither the tiredness nor the hunger. The morning brought us a new world, for me at least. Damian seemed to have everything under control, and everything fascinated me. At first I didn't realize. The darkness let me see lights I thought were stars, and the air smelled of salt. But I didn't know it yet. It was the dawn that showed the town. A town of houses of stone, and behind the town, on the horizon, the sea. I had mixed it up with the sky. There it is, Damian signaled as if he were a show conductor. I didn't say anything. I felt the sensation of immensity that I had dreamed the day before. I felt that mixture of emotions, that homesickness, that happiness. Damian put the bag down again, left the compass inside, and took out a paper with something written on it and a closed envelope. Here I had the address and the message. He said, not letting me see any one of the two things. I didn't say anything. Seeing he could read my mind and that I was too tired, I saved the effort. But I really thought he should stop making himself seem interesting if he was not going to show me neither the address nor the message. Whatever they were. I think the street is over there, he explained while he was approaching the town. The ground was made of stones, perfectly lined up. The town was waking up and we could see the first lights shining through the windows and the first people crossing the streets. The air still smelled of salt, mixed with burnt flour and bread. That built a more welcoming atmosphere even. The people we found in our way looked at us with curiosity and greeted us with a smile. I didn't know how to react, but Damian greeted back naturally. The stone houses had wooden shutters that looked newly painted and contrasted with the vigorous early riser flowers. The windows divided in little clean glasses let see flowery or refined lace edging curtains. Every street had a plate with a name that Damian compared with the one he had written on the paper. On that street, a man with a big broom and a wheelbarrow with two big rubbish bins on it also smiled when he said good morning. Here, he pointed a house with a little sign made of tiles with colored frieze that said Bar Chipirón. Inside there was a shy light and a clean smell. On the left there were 4 little square tables with a chair in each side. On the walls they had big pictures of fisher people. On the right there was a wooden bar, shiny and clean. Behind the bar was standing a kind old lady that looked at us with curiosity. "Good morning," she said. "Good morning," Damian answered. "Good morning," I said at last. Damian looked at the papers he had in his hand, folded the one with the address written, and put on the bar the closed envelope.